Hello everyone, I'm Schlim and this is every Phoenix PS1 game ever. Now what I'll do is I'll just do a quick go through of every game, and then if people are interested I'll do separate videos of each game in more detail, talk about more about the actual game. But this is just to get a video out there so everyone can see all 42 games that were released on the PS1 by Phoenix Games, and so people can learn a little bit more info about them as well. I'm sorry for the lighting because it's absolutely terrible in my house. The windows, the curtains are open and the light's on and it's still not the greatest, but we'll have to make do with what we've got. So first off, we'll just start from A to Z, or number to Z. So we've got 5-Star Racing. It's just a collection of short little racing games, just like point to point. It's basically a level. It pretends it's more than it is. It might as well just be a demo. But yeah, Animal Football. Animal Football is one that was also released on the PS2 as Animal Soccer World, which I do actually have. That there, Animal Soccer World, that's the PS2 version, and it's exactly the same game. You can even see it's got the same artwork on the front. But they're basically the same as Atlantis there, that was also released on the PS2 as Escape from Atlantis, I think. I don't have the PS2 set in front of me, they're in the other room, so I might get some references to the names mixed up. But yeah, I think it was called Escape from Atlantis. They're basically just puzzle games. They're exactly the same game, just reskinned, and it's just, they were aimed at children, just puzzles and jigsaws, whatever. You've got All-Star Action and All-Star Water Sports. Now, I haven't actually played these. I think it's like a collection of games, but they're actually just like a level again. So it's like, doesn't really qualify as several different games, but more as a fob off, really. I've got Blockbuster over there, which is obviously a Pong game, which that might have something to do with the Beta Block franchise. I need to do a bit more research into that. Beta Block and what was the other one by Midas Games? Was it Midas or 505? One of the two, but it might be in the same line. We've got Butsubishi. Now, Butsubishi is probably, now I think a lot of people disagree with this, but they're wrong and I'm right. Butsubishi is probably the rarest Phoenix PS1 game. The reason being is because all the copies out there that people can find are German. Now this German copy isn't rare whatsoever, you can pick it up for like £3. The rare one is the British version, the UK language, but not only that, but pretty much any other language. Now why I say most people disagree is because most people think it was only released in Germany, and it wasn't. It was localised in at least 3 different languages, and it was released in 8 different countries under 8 different barcodes. So the only thing is that nobody can find any other language than Germany. So it could be a possibility that they're sat in a warehouse somewhere, or only low numbers were printed because of the popularity and it just didn't get out there much. But there are definitely UK versions out there, and because of the fact that no one's found one, I would put that as the rarest Phoenix PS1 game in UKV language. Obviously, as I said, that one, German one's about £3. Ballerberg is like a tank sort of game. I haven't actually, but to be honest, most of the PS1 set I haven't actually played yet, because I'm concentrating on PS2, getting through all the collection of that I haven't played, and then I'm moving on to PS1. Baldies is probably the most well-known, well-developed PS1 game Phoenix did. They brought the license, and I don't know if people remember, but Baldies was like a kind of a big Amiga game, puzzle game. It's quite a decent game, really, and I bet that would have been really nice for Phoenix to have picked up. I bet they were happy at that. Ballerberg. Oh, I got another copy of Ballerberg. So one of them. Why have I got two? One must have some difference somewhere. Well, that's English, and that's English. So I've got. What is it? Yeah. So I don't know why I've got two there. Let's put two. Maybe there's only 41 games. That's right. I just listed them out and counted them because originally I thought there were 40, but when I counted these, it was 42. So maybe there's only 41. But all that info will go on the website anyway, so it's hard to remember things like that off your top of your head. Here we have the what people will call a holy grail, Cyndi's Fashion World. Yep, I think CX, was it £400? Someone just posted on there, was it Parmonius Metal? It just posted me the a link to CX saying they sell that for £400. Now, I think I paid £3 postage for that. So, but yeah, there's another one, Cyndi's Caribbean Holiday. I mean, going back to that, I know I just said I paid £3 for it, but I would value it personally at quite a rare title. I wouldn't put it at £400. Probably a more realistic price would be between 50 and 100. But if people out there are paying 400, then that's, you know, it's obviously going to create that value. But I think just a lot of people are throwing money away lately. Cyndi's Caribbean Holiday, that's quite an easy one to find. Then we have Checkmate 2, it's a chess game. Destructo, which is a puzzle game. That is actually another one of the rarest Phoenix PS1 games, I would say. Not very easy to find, although a case did appear of sealed copies on eBay last year, 2017, and they were being sold off for about £15 each, but I think the price at the minute is about £25 to £40 for a sealed copy. Dalmatians 2 is another puzzle game which was also released on the PS2 called 102 Dalmatians or something like that. Detective Mouse, another puzzle game. Now you'll notice that some of these might have like a cellophane on them, that's because they're sealed and then I put them in an extra cellophane wrapper to protect them. Dinosaurs, another puzzle game. Flying Squadron is a this uses the same engine as Air Raid 3 and things like that, which were on the PS2. Just simple, like a kind of Space Harrier sort of thing. Is it Space Harrier or I don't know, but whatever. Football Madness. Now that is actually a decent football game. Quite unknown, but it's very playable. I mean, it is a bit cheesy, but it's not that bad. I don't even like football games. I don't like football full stop. But I did have some enjoyment playing that. Hotshot is this was also released in a box set, which I have here, which I will show you now. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Hotshot, I got it wrong. It's Semi Shoot, not Hotshot. Where do we go? Where do we get with that? In fact, that would. We're missing. That's where it is 42, because we're missing Hotshot. 7 Shoot games. We're missing 7 Shoot games in its normal case, which will be in here as well if I can get it open. There we go. Do I have that out? No, it's not here, so yeah. So it would be 42 when we get to the end then, because I thought it was 41 because I had a duplicate of Ballerberg there. But no, it would be 7 Shoot. I do have that open as well, so I'm not sure where that's gone. But yeah, this was a collection. This 7 Shoot was actually the first PS1 Phoenix game ever released. It's a collection of a few different games. Space Rebellion, Wild West. Now, Space Rebellion they actually released on the PS2. In fact, quite a few of these they just changed the names and released on the PS2. That's Jim. What is it? It's not Jim. Can't remember what it's called. But yeah, we'll move on. So Hotshot. What was Hotshot now? I think it was, Hotshot is the same as something Jim. I can't think what it's called on the PS2. But by Phoenix as well. There is Hercules, another one that people would call a holy grail. I personally wouldn't. What's crazy about this one is the value of it was a stable £50 for a few years. It was known. This, Animal Football and a couple of others were like the games that sort of made Phoenix known as to be like a terrible company and gave it the bad name it got. And this floated at around £50 value for a few years, and then literally overnight some crazy people on Facebook groups got a bit excited, and the value went literally from £50 to £200 overnight. Somebody listed one on eBay and it sold instantly, and then it went even crazier, and somebody paid, I can't think if it was an auction on a Facebook group or if somebody just said I'll pay this much, but it sold for £500 an open copy, and literally the very next day I brought this sealed copy for like £3 posted. So it just goes to show that if you're joining in with the excitement of groups and things like that, it's very nice, but you need to remember that when you're talking about things that you want, you're driving prices up for yourself, and what you need to realise is that there's a lot of people out there that pretend to be your friend, and they're not. They're just interested in finding out what you're after, so they can go out and pretend they found it for you and put £300 on the price of it. Oh, but they're not making anything, they're not making anything. No, that's always the way it goes, and that's what you see, and then one person pays a silly price, and then the next person's got to pay the silly price, and you know, that's why prices rise for the wrong, really. And then finally they crumble. I think at the minute Hercules an open copy is about £200 on eBay. So that guy who paid £500 for his open copy, you know, he's crying already, and it was only last year. So beware when, you know, if you're in a group and there's people telling you this is rare and that's rare, do some research. But research, I can't say enough, the amount of people out there that do no research. It's like they go to the pub, they hear a story, and that's it. The next thing, they're throwing the money at stuff. It's like, it baffles me. You know, money's an important thing in the world, and you can't just go throwing it away on hearsay. So there's my bit of advice about collecting for you there. Jet Ace is actually the same as Flying Squadron, just reskinned. King of Bowling 2, not a bad King of Bowling 3, sorry, which is actually the same as King of Bowling 2, which was released by Midas Games. And then Lion and the King 2, which is also Lion and the King, and I think it's called The Lion and King on PS2. But this one's by Midas, this one's by Phoenix, and the PS2 one's by Phoenix. Now, they're all the same game. Now, the funny thing is about Midas games is that what a lot of people don't realise is that all the games that made Phoenix known to be bad were already released on the PS1 by Midas Games. The manager or director or whatever, the guy who was in charge of Midas Sports Division and Midas like Kids Division, was actually Paul Scher, who actually left and started up Phoenix Games. And he took a few of the games with him and re-released them under different names, but exactly the same game, just changed the logo at the front. So a lot of hate towards Phoenix shouldn't really be there, because Midas Games had already done this. It should be them that were getting the ridicule and the hate, but they got away scot-free, really. Yeah, Legend of Milan is another, just a simple puzzle game. Amiga Assault, I'm not actually sure what that is. I think it's a, it looks like a sort of first-person robot warrior shooter thing, maybe, yeah. Not really my type of game. Pro Backgammon, I've tried to play Backgammon once when I was a kid and I had no idea what the hell was going on. Paradise Casino was also released on PS2, although I can't remember what the name is. But I do believe the PS2 version has 3 extra games in as well. Rocks is a puzzle game. Also, I think that isn't a very easy one to find. I think it's a Tetris sort of clone. Robo Pit 2, this is another one that is actually quite a rare one. There was some boxes that appeared of new stock, and they were being sold off again for about £15, but I think realistically, once stocks dry off, you'll find that'll be about another £40 game again or something like that. Robin Hood, this is probably one of the most well known on the PS1, other than the puzzle games. Actually not a bad game. It is just the same as... where we go? Actually no, I'm wrong, aren't I? This is a game like... oh, let me remember now. Yeah, I got that bit mixed up there. It's a game that is slightly like Crazy Chicken X, if I remember right, where it's like a shooting game. But I don't think you can actually use a gun with this. No, it doesn't look like you can. But yeah, like if you play Crazy Chicken X, it's literally just a board. And you move left to right, and then you shoot everything that comes on the screen. But with this, it's a hell of a lot better than Crazy Chicken X. Well, there's levels for a start. But yeah, sorry, at first I was going to say it was the same as Hotshot, but it's not. Yeah, I'm not too... so I'm not sure, actually. Yes, it is. It was released on the PS2 as well. Sorry for the confusion there. It was released on the PS2 as well, but it's exactly the same game. If I remember right, actually, that's not a bad game. But yeah, Rhythm Beat is a dance game. I'm not sure how easy or hard this one is to find. I think I did spend a couple of weeks trying to find a UK version. But I'm not sure. I don't even think it's dance mat compatible. I think... oh, you can. Use a controller or special dance mat accessory available separately, so you can use a dance mat on it. I don't think I'm ever going to dance with it though. I'm not into dancing. Although I do have a arcade dance mat. But I don't think still I'm going to use it. Shoot. Oh, hang on. There we go. I've got it in S. That's why I couldn't see 7 shoot before, because I've got it in S, because it's just labelled as shoot in the case. Super Bike Masters, this is quite a hard game to find. I think I paid about 20 quid for this one, 25 quid. But it's not extremely easy to find in the UKV version. Silent Iron, I have no idea what that is actually. That looks like another sort of mecha robot warrior game. Looks a bit more well developed there. Space Rider is, yeah, that's the same as Flying Squadron, just a reskin, I do believe. Which, to be honest, they're bland. They're quite bland. Sonic Wings, now this, yeah, I've got to say, this is the best game that Phoenix ever picked up. Obviously, if you're a shoot 'em up fan, you know what Sonic Wings is. Was Sonic Wings Gunbird in... was it released as Gunbird? Or something like that. There's another well-known franchise which was actually Sonic Wings. I think Sonic Wings 2 is Gunbird. I'm not sure though, I might be wrong on that. There's someone to fill me in now, but it's a shoot 'em up game and it's excellent. This is quite a hard one to find. I think I paid about 30 quid for that. I think it's valued around 60 quid. I think it's stayed at a value like that for quite a long time, but I'm not sure what it is at the moment. You'll also notice that there might be stickers on some of my boxes, and I'm quite preservationist, so I'll leave them on. It's only if like it's a new sticker or something like that, I'll take it off. But those original stickers, I like to leave them on. Trick Shot, which isn't a bad little pull game. It's nothing amazing, don't expect anything brilliant, but it's not bad for a budget title. Toys was also released on PS2 called Toys Room, and is another puzzle game. Just a colouring in sort of puzzle game, nothing worth noting. Truck Rally, I've not played that one either, so... but say truck racing games, like big rigs and things like that, I think. Winky the Little Bear is another puzzle picture thingy game, jigsaw game. And finally we have Wanted, which is again the same as Hotshot. Yeah, that was released on the PS2 as well. That might be actually Jim. I can't think what it is. Something Jim. But that might be the same game. What I'll do is, one other one I wanted to show you here is Speed Machines 3. Now, this is a PS2 game. I just wanted to show you because it was in my box sets. And they have Speed Machines 3 PS2 game in there. And what's strange about this is that this box set, even though the game is released by Phoenix Games, and it isn't a switch over, this is definitely a Phoenix Games box set. I have 3 of them. I have this one, I have another one with the game sealed inside, and then I have another one completely sealed. And the one with the game sealed inside was sealed, and I opened it myself to see if inside was the Phoenix game. But what I've found out is that this company called Move Your Mind, who you will not find anything about anymore, they did what I can find out as some promotions in petrol garages and things like that. And if you topped up so much petrol, you got to buy this game, or there was a couple of other games, and you got to buy them for like $2.99 or something, as opposed to like the retail value of like $15.99 or something like that. And it was a petrol garage promotion. There are a couple All-Star Action, I think it is, All-Star Water Sports, and oh no, it's 5-Star Racing. There are also box sets of those. I'll get pictures put in one of the corners because I've got a friend on Facebook who sent me some pictures of them because he owns them and I don't, but you mostly find those overseas in other English speaking countries. We're still in the PAL territory. But yeah, that's 42 Phoenix PS1 games. And I hope the video quality comes out a bit good because, I mean, I'm filming on a 1080p camera, but with the lighting, when I come back and look at the footage recorded, sometimes the resolution isn't brilliant, and I think it's the lighting's affecting it. So I am trying to save up and get some light boxes, which will make things a hell of a lot better. But then I'm also, the biggest room in my flat is like 12 foot. So it's like the light boxes are like a metre each. So I've got no space for anything. But yeah, we do with what we've got, and make do with what we've got. And I hope you enjoyed this video. As I said, I'll do another video of each individual game, and there will be gameplay coming up as well of each game, but I can go through each one in more detail and give a lot of info. There's also, I do also own the Phoenix Games UK domain, which is Phoenix Games Limited, phoenixgamesltd.com, and that was the official UK domain for Phoenix Games. The original .com official American or just worldwide one was phoenixgamesgroup.com, which is on the back of a lot of the games, but I tried to inquire about getting that and it was just an absolute ridiculous price in the tens of thousands, so that's not happening anytime soon. But yeah, I wonder if I think a couple of these games could have. Oh, that's Phoenix Games Netherlands. PhoenixGamesGroup.com. No, I think a couple of these games do have Phoenix Games Limited written on them. But I can't find them. They're all Phoenix Games Group, but I know a couple of them do. But yeah, I'll put a link up anyway so you can see what the website name is. But yeah, if you keep your eyes on there, all the info about the rarity and everything, all the real info will go on the website eventually, although I don't get much time to update it. But I am thinking of starting a Patreon once I get the initial ideas of everything out there, so people can understand where I want to go with the channel, then I'm thinking of starting a Patreon, which I'm just working out now, because I'm not a massive fan, well, I'm not a fan at all of taking money off people, so I want to work it so, rather than you donate me money, I want to do it so, I'm kind of looking at it as a job, you know, I'm getting paid for doing what you guys want, and that's what I'm trying to work it out. It's a few months away anyway, but yeah, just hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and let me know in the comment section down below if there's any specific game here you'd like to see, or any info you need, and I'll do my best to help. But yeah, thank you very much, and if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. Take care.